I guess you just had this really good experience with the attorney. Did he embody kind of what you were thinking, what an attorney really could be, like in terms of just being professional? So what was it that
Sure.
really just stood out?
Yeah, it's a good question, and I think it segues into something that I think is becoming a more talked about topic in legal circles, and that is how a lawyer conducts himself on a personal level with clients and with others. And it's not just the technical legal skills. I think there's been a number of studies that have been done surveying clients and then surveys of lawyers in terms of what are the top 10 characteristics or skills that a lawyer should have. And lawyers list all these hard technical skills. Clients might list one or two hard skills and they're down on the bottom of the list. The skills they value most are, do they care about me? Do they project concern about my rights? Do they communicate with me? Those softer skills. And it is so important. I think some studies I've seen suggest that academic success in law school and LSAT scores might have at best a slight to maybe even negative correlation with ultimate success as a lawyer. It's these other more softer skills that seem to predominate and be a better predictor of success. So this particular lawyer sort of embodied those characteristics. That is, he says, look, basically, let me take care of this. You can sleep at night. I've got you. I'll take care of it. And he exuded this sense that I could trust him, that he would take care of things, and he ultimately did. He ultimately did. And I think whether or not we're in a business to consumer area of practice or whether we're in a business to business, we're still dealing with another human being as a client. And how well we build trust with that person, at the end of the day, it's still a private bond between a professional and his client. And our awareness of those key areas of trust, rapport building, integrity, those things really do matter. And this particular attorney embodied those traits. And it made me realize that law was noble because of his bearing, his integrity. Those were the characteristics that he most exemplified. So, and I think in many ways, lawyers fall into the smart person trap, which is that they think they've been so rewarded over their lives by being smart and getting good grades that they think that's all they need. But they're just jerks. Their clients hate them, and the clients at best tolerate them. In my profession, there is a practitioner who's widely known and respected as one of the most venerable practitioners in our field, with numerous reported decisions at the highest levels of the appeals courts to his name. I once had a client come to me that used to be a client of that particular lawyer, and that client thought the lawyer was horrible. But yet the lawyers in the judiciary thought this guy was great. But he didn't communicate with the client, dismissed claims without talking to the client first. Some of this basic stuff. And that's, I think, where lawyers are really lacking today. And especially, lawyers that are super smart, and lawyers tend to be high on the IQ, kind of low on the EQ. And so sometimes they don't understand the perceived need of clients. It's the client needs to win, I need to win, I need to get paid. Let me just cut through the crap and only focus on what really matters to win the money. Now, the client needs that, but on the other hand, I think the client also needs to feel like if they're feeling anxious about potentially something going wrong in the case, when they call that lawyer, they not only want to hear that what's going on technically speaking, but they want some words of assurance that will calm them down and make them feel like they can go about their day and sleep at night.